Yo, Jin. Did you know that they found like a hidden diary written by Benjamin Franklin?
Where?
No, but that's not important. You know what was written on it? It said, fuck TJ.
Fuck TJ?
Yeah, Thomas Jefferson. It said,
oh, really?
Yeah, it said, fuck TJ. I hope he dies, fuck TJ. and every respectable scholar thinks it's a representation of Benjamin Franklin's animosity toward TJ.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what the end note said? I'm going to be in the $100 bill, y'all. TJ ain't got shit on me. I'm just joking. I bet they hated each other. But anyway, guys, hello. This is JoeJin Movies So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm JoeJin.
Sorry for the late cast. Me and JoeJin were catching up on our lives, and time flew by. We're so sorry. We started 30 minutes late. Big shout out to Scott Walker. Hey, we're doing a cast. We saw your reply. No worries. Big shout out to ZZ, one of our most loyal subscribers. Big shout out. Big shout out to Uichan Hong, one of our most original subscribers.
Oh, there they are. Hey guys, sorry I went a couple minutes late. Just feeding Red at the moment. He's very hungry, so we got back from a long walk. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, and I want to apologize to Scott Walker because me and JoeJin, we did get Free Willy, and JoeJin saw some of the first movie. I have them all, but because of life,
we haven't managed to watch all three yet.
Yeah.
So we apologize that we probably won't be able to talk about it today.
Yeah, but we will watch it. I mean, I'm gonna watch all three of them. It's been forever since I watched the first two. Yeah. I gotta be honest, I didn't know there was a third. I saw the first two when I was a kid.
And you know, I did not know that Michael Madsen was in the first movie.
I did not know that too.
Yeah, because you know I now remember him from movies like Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah. So we will watch Free Willy, Scott Walker. Just be patient with us. I really want to apologize. We have me and JoeJin, we have different jobs besides this, so it was I just couldn't find the time. And JoeJin told me he couldn't watch all of it too. So we will watch it though. But today we're gonna talk about Netflix's Griselda, starring Sofia
Vergara.
Yeah, the famous for
Modern Family,
the beautiful Griselda. It's gonna be spoilers for all 5 episodes, I think. Major spoilers and some spoilers for Narcos as well.
Right. We will eventually have to talk about Narcos when we talk about this because you know, when you look at the credits, there's a name that says Dog Miro, and he's also one of the writers of Narcos. Yeah. So
hey, Scott Walker, no worries. Thank you for joining in. Here we go. Griselda. You want to go first, or shall I go first?
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah.
You know, just to give you my impression of Griselda after watching the whole thing is this. In short, Narcos is like an 18-year-old Scotch. Griselda, for me, kind of felt like light beer. So it doesn't mean that light beer is bad. I mean, it depends on the occasion. And by comparing it to light beer, I mean that, first of all, it's really short. There are only like 6 episodes, whereas Narcos has over like 10 episodes every season.
Hey, I got something to say on that. I loved the first 3 episodes, and then I thought, like, suddenly they wanted to end it for some reason. Because the first episode was very compelling for me. The first episode where we get to meet, you know, this woman who has kids, who's a mother, who's in this...
And humiliated beyond, any...
Yeah, I got a lot of K-drama vibe from it. And that's okay, guys. I'm a very understanding person. If we can talk about the Free Willy movies, can we please talk about the Scream movies then? Yeah, sure. Now that you mentioned that, Scott Walker, how about after this Griselda cast, me and JoeJin, during our break, we're gonna have a cast where we just shoot shit. We don't know what yet, but we'll do that. Okay. Yeah. So ZZ and Scott Walker and all our subscribers, we can relax together. But this one's about Griselda. I felt they ended it too quickly. I felt like they ran out of ideas and they just had to follow this Narcos formula where there's a spectacular rise and fall. And you got to remember, this formula is from Scarface, the 1980s, starring Al Pacino. And I did not appreciate the fall so much because it happened just so quickly.
Yeah.
It was almost like they wanted Griselda to fail. I would have actually preferred it if they took a more slower approach. And I actually emphasized with Griselda in the first 3-4 episodes, and then I was a bit proud of her taking over. But eventually, Zizzy, I agree. But I felt like her losing her grip on power just happened too quickly.
It's very abrupt, and I think it's worth mentioning because Scarface managed to do it better. I mean, tell the story better of his fall within like a 2-hour limit.
Yeah.
Griselda had more time to do it, but they somehow kind of rushed it. I'm thinking maybe it had to do with the strike. I'm thinking
Writer's
maybe,
strike?
yeah, maybe, but maybe not.
No, because like remember the first Narco first 2 seasons is like perfect in a way because the third one is about the Cali cartel, but the first 2 is perfect in a way that the first one is about the rise of
Pablo Escobar.
But the second one is his fall, and his fall happens very gradually. You see him become more paranoid every day. He's doing his own drugs. Basically, like Biggie said, don't get high on your own supply. But fuck that, I'll do my cocaine when I want to. Pablo Escobar, and then it just and his descent to madness and death was very convincing. And it also had that beautiful moment with his, remember, it's like the 9th episode in the 2nd season, I think, his conversation with his father. It was like thematically perfect because I think Narcos just had more memorable scenes because I still remember that scene where the pig's blood gets spilled on Pablo Escobar and he freaks out and his father says, why does sangre make you scared? You shed more blood than anybody else, cocksucker. I'm sorry. Oh shit. And we do talk about adult themes and you curse words. I'm sorry, but and then Escobar gets into his speech about who are you? You are nobody. And then he gets into like we get his like human side.
Yeah.
As much as an evil person Pablo Escobar was, you know, it was a great moment. But now the problem with Griselda is this for me. It almost felt like the story wanted us to sympathize with Griselda because she had a hard life. And I felt like we needed more moments of her character, like Pablo Escobar. Because Pablo Escobar has quirks. He keeps pulling his pants up.
And he has this grin. It's like,
yeah.
with his big ass cell phone.
Yeah, and he has great lines.
To mama and
papa.
And
Yeah. Papa, para aquí. Like his cousin, he says it without any qualm whatsoever. Says sometimes geniuses are mistaken. and then his cousin was such a great counterbalance to him, like bitching about, are you sure, Escobar? Yeah, let me tell you a story. When I was 8 years old, me and my family went to Queensland, Australia for holiday, and that last place we stayed, I got chased by a bat, and now I'm really scared of bats. Man, that's like a Batman origin story.
You could be Batman.
Yeah, you should watch Griselda. Yeah, I mean,
Griselda has this thing.
Oh, right.
Cigarette when she's making plans. Yeah, that's right. That's like a thing. She keeps like.
No, but hey, I want to say this though. Sofia was a great actor in this. Like.
It was surprising because, like, what I remember from Sofia Vergara is, like we said, Modern Family. You know, keep calling Jay.
Yeah. No, but I think this is like basically like Charlize Theron's a monster moment for her because Charlize Theron also put on prosthetics to make herself unbeautiful. But I also asked myself, why do you have to do that? I felt like that was kind of unnecessary, to be honest. Like, I don't think beautiful women have to like make them not beautiful to be taken seriously as an actor.
Or maybe she had to, I mean, the creators have to make sure that she resembles the real Griselda.
That could be it, but I felt like, because you already know she's Sofia anyway, I felt that could have been used as a story device because it sure seems like everybody wants to, everybody has a sexual thing for her in the show anyway. So
yeah, that's her.
Yeah. But I felt it was unnecessary, though. That's my personal opinion. But like her acting here was great in that she had a lot of role to play as a mother, as a crime syndicate boss,
and General George Patton.
Yeah. But I just wish, like the up to third episode, it was all right, but I wish they would do that more with it, like later on.
Yeah. So I think it's lacking compared to Narcos because the absolute time that's invested in the show itself is too short. Yeah, like you said, they dedicate like a whole season for the rise of Pablo Escobar, and another season for the fall of Pablo Escobar. That's a lot of time.
And that was same for Narco Mexico.
Yeah,
because what's his name? I forget his name, but he's the less famous drug cartel leader, but first season is also about his rise, and the second one is his fall.
Gallardo.
Yeah,
Felix Gallardo.
Yeah, Felix Gallardo. And no, but like here's the thing though, like nothing will beat the original's incredibly charismatic performance by Wagner. Like he was just. You know, it goes to show, like, because I know he's not doing a Colombian accent, but somehow it's still, like, compelling. Every time he talks, you know, like, his charisma.
Yeah.
And you are convinced that the stouty man with a belly is the boss. Like, Jefe, Jefe, Jefe. And then, who gave you this money? You, Jefe, Pablo Escobar. And then it's like the most gangster shit ever. And
I'm kind of I'm not disappointing, but it's a bit of a shame because I'm pretty sure Griselda's life is just as colorful as Pablo Escobar. And she probably deserved more time for her story. And I'm also, compared to, sorry for constantly comparing it to Narcos, but there's no choice but to compare it with Narcos.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that this show doesn't have like a logo theme thing, like intro going on, because we love the intro for Narcos. It always has the song "Tuyo."
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful. It kind of sets the tone for the whole show before it begins and everything.
Yeah. Do you know that like the lyrics are brilliant too?
Yeah.
You are addicted.
Very poetic.
Yeah. It's like it could be cocaine. It could be life. And
Tuyo será.
And I think another problem is Pablo Escobar's life was so famous before it, so the writers had a lot to work with. You know, I think Griselda Blanco, her last name being Blank is actually very like fitting, because
means white, isn't it?
Yeah, white. You're right.
White.
So, I just love I wish her rise part was longer and her fall part was longer too. I felt like there needed to be at least 2 more episodes.
Yeah.
And I also didn't like how like the sons were just like props to show her as a mother. I wish I knew more about them personality-wise.
That's what was brilliant about Narcos. They give us this in-depth look at the side characters as well. And also there's a huge portion where the show is about the DEA agent or cops. And we see the whole thing unravel in their perspective.
Yeah.
But a lot of that is not on par with Narcos here. We do have that female cop in this Griselda show, but it's very brief, like the attention she gets. And also, like you said, the sons, I hope that the show had given us more dimensions to the sons.
Yeah,
and also I would have loved to see like what happened to the sons in the end. Like in a sequence instead of like this. The female cop coming over and just telling her.
No, but the ending part I actually like. I just have a problem with like how they got there near the end with Diego's birthday party and all that.
No, Dario.
Dario. Sorry. Yeah, Joe Pablo has a longer career than Griselda had. Yeah, of course there's because Pablo Escobar is like the face of every drug trafficker's dream. Like El Chapo, and I bet everybody like admired him. Like he's probably because he's too famous. Like Pablo Escobar was like,
it's like I started this game.
Yeah,
it's like Snoop Dogg in the rap industry.
Like everybody,
right now.
Every criminal's role model, right? He was in Fortune 500. He was doing it.
He brought hippos to South America.
Yeah.
Which is causing a huge problem right now.
Yeah. So overall, I loved Griselda. Yeah. I mean, I love Griselda. I love the form of it, but I wish there were just more substance in it.
Yeah.
You know, and I because the first episode, like I said, was like great television. We see Pacho's actor coming to play the husband.
I was thinking, is that Pacho Herrera?
Yeah, that's Pacho Herrera.
I was like, yo, he's a bitch ass husband now.
Yeah. Yeah, and
what was his name? Alberto.
Yeah, Alberto.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit.
No, but he was amazing in Nachos though. Like he was amazing.
You could see the fire in his eyes every time he was angry. Yeah. He was a great character.
Yeah, like he reminded me a lot of Omar in Wire because he's also gay. Like makes him look more badass. Where like the criminal world is ultra masculine, but he's a gay man who kisses his boyfriend and then proceeds to hit his enemy in the bottle.
Yeah. And like rips the enemy apart with his motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
That's like an old Chinese execution style. No,
and he also takes out the rival clan. No, but I remember the part where he kills that old lady.
No, here's the thing. See, the original Narcos had more mise en scène like that. You know, because the problem with Griselda is I have very few like memorable scenes.
Yeah.
Except when Sofia is on screen, though. Like, she knocked it out of the park with her... I guess her speech to the troops were...
Yeah, the George Patton moment.
Yeah, the George Patton moment was okay. But I wish there were just more memorable roles. And because Narcos, every season had also one thing. They had, like, a incredible action episode.
Yeah. It's like, for example, an intense moment that is memorable for me is, I mean, there are many, but one of my favorite is, I think it's season 3 about the Cali cartel, where Chepe, the Colombians go to the Dominican place, and then they kind of like try to push him out, and they start counting down.
No, and hip hop is playing in the back. Like 80s hip hop. And Chip is like,
and it's New York.
Yeah. Duo, true, 1, 2, 3. Bah! And another memorable. Yeah, another thing is when Chepe and Pacho are sitting on a container, and these assassins are coming in to hit the rivals, and they're like, the music is amazing. Like it's an upbeat music, and Chepe and Pacho are bonding over. Oh fuck it, I love this shit. They're getting adrenaline from like the rush.
And there were those moments in Narcos, and they were very memorable. They had this build up.
Yeah, I will never forget the scene with Griselda when she asked that guy to get naked on his knee and bark for it. Yeah, that's the Al Pacino restaurant scene, basically, where Al Pacino gets high and drunk, and I'm the bad guy.
You all need a bad guy like me.
Yeah, it's like the pride moment. I liked it. I just wish there was just like, because the problem for me was I never got a sense that Griselda was getting arrogant or anything until that episode started.
Yeah,
like before, like she was just like the first episode and the second episode was really badass because we see this woman, mother,
like clawing her way back up,
maneuver through the system. I just felt like there's just this like 2 episodes missing in the middle where we see Griselda getting caught up by the...
I mean, my problem with the show is, like you said, it happens too abrupt, and to be more specific, it basically happened within a day. Yeah, it all happens. Everything gets like all tangled up at Dario's birthday party.
Yeah.
So basically, her allies turn on her. She basically creates a lot of enemies. And if you think about why did she do it, the only explanation that the show kind of gives me is the fact that she smoked crack. That's kind of it. It doesn't like give us the nuance and like that is
to justify paranoia.
To gradual in a gradual manner to convince us that this has always been in her head. No, but it just happens too fast, too quickly.
Yeah, I mean, like episode 4 or 5, I think like. Somebody's like, I think there was a line in the show where she's a woman, that's why she's always going to be insecure. I was like, you know she headshots the killers of her friends, right? Like, and I also felt bad for her like prostitute friends because they were like great side characters. I wish we spent more time with like having Griselda and her back and forth. I felt like they died so suddenly, and then like. let me tell you something. No one's disrespecting Griselda when like you go and headshot those murderers and you come back. So I felt it was a little bit unconvincing. I felt like the story was trying to get her being a woman theme too much on point.
Yeah.
Because like the first 3 episodes, I didn't need that. It was already a very convincing feminist show for me until they tried to put too much like focus on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Jin is right. One night, Griselda smoked crack and shit went south. That's all. Yeah, what do you guys think of the news that Rock and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? Rock will win, I think, Scott. I think so. Rock all the way.
What's it called? People's Elbow?
Yeah. No, so like, I'm saying this out of frustration because I enjoyed the first 3 episodes so much. And then suddenly, and besides, that guy was also in Narco Mexico. He played Zimbada. He was Chapo's ally. Who's always in the shrimp boat?
Which guy?
The Sofia's boyfriend.
Oh, Dario.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's the boat guy.
No,
That's
and
true.
I felt like his acting in the first 3 episodes as the assassin with a heart was really good. I felt like the actor carried it with his face and everything.
And I think they could have built up on it.
Exactly.
But
like,
then now he becomes like a cardboard husband.
Yeah.
In the later half.
That Griselda just claps for the son. Like I was like, okay. So to wrap it up, I just wanted more of Griselda's descent to madness, and the show, I think, lacked that.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I felt it just jumped forward like that. Yeah.
We're gonna get their attention, ask them about the football game from yesterday.
Oh yeah, Wonji, did you watch True Detective season 1?
Halfway.
Okay.
I've seen it halfway, and I like it very, very much.
Okay.
So once I'm done, and probably once I'm done with season 2 and 3, we'll have to talk about it and compare with and by then season 4 will have finished.
Okay. So before we wrap it up, let's give a number grade to.
Oh, before we finish, what would be your favorite moment in Griselda?
Griselda?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I had one.
Oh, it's hard to think of one, isn't it?
Like, cause I wish she had that gangster moment. Remember, like, there needed to be a counter to like the baseball bat scene was also weak. I felt. I wish like
That's true. You know, now that you mention it, when I saw that scene, the thing that was I mean, what I was asking myself was, the night before, he had a gun to her face, and now he's bitching. I mean, he's become a bitch in front of a baseball bat.
Yeah, you know what I wish.
That was weird.
You know what I wish Griselda did? I wish she ran him over with a car.
Yeah,
that's just more convincing.
That would have been better.
Because she's a woman, so she's weaker physically anyway. So I would have enjoyed like her running him over and then getting out of the car and stepping on his face with a high heel and say, "Pacho, blah blah blah,
puta madre,
and then like he's like, and then she's like, "That's right, bitch." And then she gets back on the car, and we have this end credit scene where there's a little bit of blood in her, and then she looks at the car mirror and she wipes it off without. She's not smiling yet, but as soon as she looks in front of the camera, she starts smiling.
But in addition to that, her hand is trembling.
Yeah. No, but like, here's the thing: like, her hand is trembling at first, but suddenly she's calm, and we finally get to see the sociopath Griselda. That's right, I'm in the game, bitch. And then the end credit rolls out, like her calming down. Like there was no like, because remember, like Narcos, the original first 2 seasons were so full of memoric scenes. Remember, plata or plomo, like Pablo Escobar said, "You guys don't know me, but my name is Pablo Escobar." Yeah. Plata or plomo, and then like every like ending was amazing too. Piece of shit, boom. Usually it's like that. It's always Pablo shooting somebody in the belly or the head, like very inappropriately. Puta madre. And then the memorable scene with the call with the cop. Remember? I saw your lard of a son walking with grandma. What the fuck you crazy? Why don't you take pride, bitch? And then like even in season 2 when he kills them, like he shows the bullet. You wanted this for me? Here you go, bang. So there were just like so many like memorable moments, mise en scène like that.
Those were much more visceral.
Yeah, like I wish there was a scene like where, because like
and it's a shame because this is based on like a true story of a drug lord. There's gotta be a lot of these dramatic moments.
And people have a need to fear Griselda because remember season 2, everybody started fearing Pablo Escobar once he started killing people for no like fucking reason. I wish there was like let's say it's actually 7 episode. I wish before the birthday we get this like dark episode of Griselda like starting to hang people or something, like hang them, and then like get a chainsaw and open up their bellies or something, going crazy with crack cocaine.
Yeah,
because cocaine is a hell of a drug. So yeah, but
I was saying that to myself while I was watching the birthday episode. I was like, crack is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, I wish she had a Puma or something. So that I mean, this is fiction anyway. So I felt like that was kind of lacking.
And all of that unhinging happening at the birthday party.
All of a sudden, you guys should write the next Griselda. It'll be 100 times better. Nah, Zenzi, we're just like today, everyone's critics. I'm sure writing is like a completely different thing. We're just comparing it to like Narcos that we loved a lot. So, but listen. My number score will be, it's between 6 or a 7 for me. And I just can't decide because I love the Sofia Vergara's performance. And I just wish it was, like I see the potential, so I wish it was better. Like for some reason, like after the first 3 episodes, it just starts losing steam.
Yeah. For me, I would give it a 6.
6?
For me, it would be a 6. And I also don't like the fact that it does not have that heavy message that Narcos has. You know how in Narcos they give attention to which one was it? I think it's the one with
which one?
The Mexico, the Felix Gallardo. Season 3, I think. Was that season 3? Oh no, season 3 is Cali Cartel. Yeah. But anyways, the one about Mexico, Narcos Mexico. Yeah, Narcos Mexico.
It's 1 and 2, and then the third one, the third season of Narco Mexico is about the Lord of the Skies guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember how the season gives a lot of attention to the kids of those like the judges and powerful people in the government, and they kind of start mixing up with the drug kids, the cartel kids, and it's all fun and games at first, but as things get like heated up, they eventually have very tragic end. Yeah. That also gives you it's like a cautionary tale. And it kind of shows you the destructive power of all this like drugs and money and everything. Griselda, I mean, yeah, it was 6 episodes.
Oh, another problem I had was the cop. Like the actor, she was amazing. Just give her like a better arc. Like I felt like, oh, you're a woman, you're disrespected, you come on. I wish like the show. See, that scene was great where they're in the cop car. Okay, I have a favorite scene now. And this is why I think Griselda wasted Sofia Vergara's acting capability. Because the cop and Griselda is in the car. And Griselda, being the crime boss that she is, says, I don't even fucking know you. I bet you were thinking about me, huh?
I haven't thought about you once.
Oh, yeah, that was... Her delivery was amazing on that. Like, it was just so convincing.
You peasant shit.
Yeah, you peasant. Oh, you've been thinking about me, huh? Too fucking bad. And then, like, I felt like there could have been more dramatic moments like that between... Because in the original Narcos, Pedro Pascal's character has, like, a real, like, beef with Pablo. And the cops too, like
what was his name? Javier Pena.
Yeah, Javier Pena, and the other guy who was in Wolverine, and it was just overall very greatly acted, and it was a very dramatic showpiece. Yeah, here like I wish I had more scenes like that in the car, where Griselda gets to. Because before that scene, I didn't get to see Griselda being the arrogant boss. Yeah, because like if you're a crime boss and a successful drug cartel leader. Al Pacino showed us this. You're supposed to have like a in the bathtub moment.
Right. Big ass spa and then mountain of cocaine.
Yeah. Like the gold AK. Just like I mean that appears, but here's the thing, like there were just shows that done it better. That's the point.
That's true.
But I loved Sofia Vergara's acting though. Like I wish she had more like moments and lines like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's another idea. They should have had more lines of her like breaking her new husband's balls. Like when they get into argument, I wish like there were more extra scenes of her showing her Al Pacino like Scarface side. Like saying like him maybe going like, why do we need to do this? And then her making the speech about justifying, if I don't do it, somebody else will. And then she's suddenly frustrated. Me, I made this. Me, not those bitches.
Yo, the perro and pera.
Perro and pera. Mexicana, fuck you, those spicy motherfuckers. We like Colombian, like it smooth, and then like shit like that, like very racist shit. Because one of the funs of watching Narcos in season 1 for me was when Pablo calls the black guy Blackie. I was like,
Blackie.
Is that okay? like the political incorrectness of that era is so funny. Like his nickname is literally Blackie. And here, another underwritten character was that motherfucker who keeps saying like maybe we were married in our former life. Like, I wish like there were more scenes of her on why like he worships Griselda like a Madonna figure. Like just overall, there were just like these little things missing for me.
I mean, that enforcer guy, he was an interesting character.
Yeah. The reaction of the cop lady was also good. I was just doing my job. Like, stop getting ahead of yourself. You're not that important. You see, like, Zetzi, I wish they had more, like, lines like that. Because I felt like the cop was just poorly written. Like, she said all the, like, the right answers in the textbook.
Yeah.
Because remember, in Narcos, the cops, they're all flawed. Especially that guy who gets, in the end, gets trapped by Pablo's, like, trap and the fire car. Because he just shoots, like, 16-year-old kids. He's, like, the other half of Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
Basically, you know how, like, in Departed, Jack Nicholson had the fantastic line, when you're holding a loaded gun, what's the difference? Like, he tells the young Matt Damon, right? And, like, he was very representative of that other side of that cop where,
And we all know that is intentional and that is written that way.
It's a thematic thing.
It's thematic. So you can already see that Narcos is a much more carefully written
richer.
script.
It's richer because we love Pablo. We love watching him do evil stuff. But the good guys are also no better.
Yeah.
And they lose their shit.
And I think it's Javier Peña who calls like those the militia guys.
No, remember
who
when he
basically like executes everybody.
No, not just that, but remember the helicopter scene, like the asshole, one of the bosses of Medellin, he just lost his son, and he keeps saying "fuck you" to the helicopter, and then the Colombian cop says it's your call, and then Javier like looks at him for a moment and says, "Okay, give him plomo, give him lead." I was gonna actually catch you, but you being a dick like that means I'm gonna gun you down. And then they start gunning down, and then the music starts playing. So it was like there were these like badass moments where we as an audience are also partially guilty.
Yeah.
Because one of the great things about Narcos is it is also like an indictment on the audience though, because our fascination with the drug culture, and then because all those DEA agents are just as guilty. Like, I mean, they get their hands dirty basically, and they justify it. But I mean,
so those all add up to more interesting characters.
Yeah,
they help make these characters more round, give them more dimensions. I just hope Griselda had more of those. Yeah.
So hey, you know what? I'm still gonna give it a 7 though. I was thinking 6. But the first 3 episodes, especially the first episode, was very powerful for me. I didn't appreciate that they used the same club to show like
her growth.
Like I know it's like intentional to show her that now that she's the big boss, but I did not appreciate that actually. I felt like it was going on too quickly. Yeah. I just wish I had a Griselda. Now, this is rated R anyway, so like maybe like she's in the bath, but her nipples go up and we see the nipples, and the other guys are like, I can't tell if, because one of the great line was, I can't tell if I want to kill her or fuck her, right? Like one of the assassins, like her, like being aware that she's a woman, but also using it. But there's also no right and wrong answer where it's not sexism, but is it sexism? Because we're still in the 80s here. So I mean, I wish they played with that more.
Yeah. That would be a lot better and more interesting.
Yeah, because another thing, I wish they were bolder. If you're gonna cast a woman mafia boss and show that women can do it too, I have no problem with that. Just have more memorable moments like that. Because I found her boyfriend relationship really funny too. She's like this, like Black Widow. Because if you think about it, she killed all her husbands, it seems to me. So she is a husband killer. I mean, I wish they showed more of that and played with it more.
And I wish, what's his name? Amilcar.
Yeah.
The Miami boss dude.
Oh,
I wish he had more screen time.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think he was a great character. He also did a great performance.
Because in Narco Mexico, one of the greatest characters, the original Narco Mexico. It's 3 of them, right? But the Don Hector, was it, like the Korean Ajashi kind of guy? Don Hector, like Don Nito. There we go. He's like, I'm not taking any sides. And he's like this very colorful person where, I mean, you're the boss. You have to come up with a solution. But he has so much wisdom.
Yeah.
And he was in season 2, and he's in jail, and he tells them. He has so many great lines. These animals, what do you think they're gonna do with you? Huh? And then like Don Nito was such a great character.
Yeah.
And here, there were potentially great characters like that. They just didn't have any dialogue. They needed more screen time and better lines.
They didn't have the time.
So it's 6 for me. It's 6 for JoeJin, right? So I mean, if you love,
didn't you say you're gonna give it a 7?
Oh right, 7. So it's 6.5 for us in total. This is a JoeJin movie so awesome 6.5 show, guys. So anyway, that's our take on Griselda. We'll be right back in about 3 to 5 minutes with very random stuff. Yeah. 7 from me. Yeah, I agree. It's a 7 because it's a big shame that it was so powerful in the beginning, but it just ends quickly. It reminded me a lot of the Zack Snyder movie, Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
Like, I love the first part, and then it just suddenly has to end for some reason. But anyway, guys, we'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. This has been JoeJin Movie So Awesome. I was Joe.
I was JoeJin.
And Benjamin Franklin hates TJ. Fuck Jefferson.
TJ.
Yes. $100 bill, y'all. Benji got it covered, baby. TJ ain't got shit on me. Abraham Lincoln.
Benji stole lightning from Zeus.